What makes the Gaston County Police Department not only lies in the fact that we're the only county police department in the state of North Carolina, but we also require a 4-year degree before you can even apply to this agency. We also require our officers to live right here in Gaston County. It provides an opportunity for them to become a thread within the community that we serve. Unlike most agencies, all of our officers investigate cases. Of course, we have a criminal investigative unit, but our officers that work the road and answer your day-to-day calls for service are expected to also investigate your common burglary, your common larceny, and those type property crimes themselves. And as a result, I think we have a higher clearance rate. In fact, our clearance rate is among the highest in the nation. The national average of property clearance for most agencies is between 18 to 20%. We're right around 38% in property clearance rate. On the average in the United States, less than 50% of violent crimes are cleared. With the Gaston County Police Department, we average between 90 and 95% clearance rate, telling 80% of the people that we're not going to solve their case. We find that completely unacceptable. That's how offender-based investigations was created. It is an investigative tool that we use to enhance our ability to identify individuals with a criminal history that live near the scene of a crime and it could be responsible for committing that particular crime.
We did at one time map burglars because we really didn't know who our offenders were or where they were coming from. There were always anecdotal stories, like we would be beaten up by the Johnson brothers or these guys coming out of another county or something like that. But we really didn't know. And so we mapped our known offenders, our burglars, and our burglaries. And what we found was that 50% were not just in the same zone, they're within the same beat.
Clear research has shown, even empirical research has shown, that offenders tend to commit crime where they're comfortable. Not only are they lazy by nature, but they tend to commit crimes where they live, where their friends live, where they have family, places where they used to live. Any place they feel comfortable and think they can blend in.
The advantages of OBI, which is short for offender-based investigation, it gives our officers the ability to develop leads and solve cases a lot quicker through the use of the information system that is compiled of multiple agencies' intelligence, whether it's traffic stops, reports, field interviews, and it puts it right there in front of the officer in their patrol car, almost like a bird's eye view of what's going on in their community.
We've been dispatched to a breaking and entering call delayed, which means it's already occurred. I might get to the scene and I might not have anything or anybody or any knowledge, or I just might be new to the area, I could be a new officer. With OBI, it gives me the view of a seasoned officer. It has everyone's knowledge in one place, so no matter if I've worked this area for one day or worked this area for 10 years, I'll have that information. All information is real-world timing. So the moment that I create a report, the moment that I enter an interview, it goes live on OBI. So that will automatically create a point on the map.
It's important for us to document the method of operation in OBI because the higher quality data we put into the program, the better off it works for us down the road when we're trying to match a suspect. Just like this, when you got this door kicked in here, that's one of the first things we want to document. Sometimes suspects remove entire dresser drawers, which would be pretty specific to a criminal.
In less than 2 minutes, I've been able to develop a possible suspect. He lives in the area. His method of operation is also a breaking and entering. So it'd be a good starting point for me to begin at.
I can open existing case reports, read the narrative, how many times he's been arrested for the same crime, how recent. I can look at his pawn activity. I can look at the call history for his address. It just goes on and on. I love this program. This program has become the meat and potatoes of our patrol. You feel like you have a personal secretary almost on this computer, going out and seeking that information for you and bringing it back to you in this one program here.
Early on, one of the questions we used to receive is, isn't this profiling? And the answer is absolutely not. We're utilizing public information. These are individuals that have committed crimes in the past and have a criminal history. That information is public, and we simply map those individuals. Offender-based investigation places the focus on who, and that's the paradigm shift. We've changed our focus from where crime is happening to who's doing it. We think that offender-based investigation could easily be a tool for every law enforcement agency. And we think that by reminding other agencies the need to focus on who will help them increase not only their case clearance rate, but the rate at which they recover property.